Hey guys, and welcome to Friday's program. So to start you off, the theme of today is 21-15-9, good old Fran, and that's how we're going to start our session off. But for the warm-up, I'm going to get you to do 21-15-9, air squats, plank shoulder taps, and then light strict press. So it could be with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, or it could be with something like a bottle of wine or a big tin or a head water bottle. So 21 air squats, 21 plank shoulder taps, and then 21 strict press, but do 10 on one arm, 11 on the other. Then 15 squats, 15 plank shoulder taps, 15 strict press, split that between the arms, and then 9, 9, and then 9 again, and split that between the arms. So I know it's a little bit uneven, but just bear with it. Then after you've done that 21-15-9, I want you to feel the burn up to 10, just to get your shoulders nice and ready to rock and roll. So we've got a 3-part workout for today, and these are all fan favorite girl workouts that we've done in classes over the years, and people repeat for benchmarks. So we're going to have a crack at doing home WOD versions of these, and we're going to splice 3 of them together. So the first one's going to be home Fran, which is 21-15-9 thrusters, and you can either do door rows like we did for Murph, or bent over rows with your dumbbell or kettlebell, or if you have got access to a pull-up bar, do pull-ups, banded pull-ups, it's up to you. So that's 21 thrusters, 21 rows, 15 thrusters, 15 rows, 9 thrusters, 9 rows. With a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and even if you have a barbell at home, I recommend doing this with a kettlebell or a dumbbell because the timings will work a little bit better and it kind of suits the stimulus of the workout. If you really want to use today to do these as a benchmark with a barbell, and if you've got access to a barbell and a pull-up bar, then by all means go for it. It's totally up to you. So with that thruster, keeping the elbow down in front, with a dumbbell, get that back head resting on the shoulder, with a kettlebell rested on the outside of the forearm. We're going to go into a nice full deep squat, and use those legs to drive that weight up overhead, bringing it back down, and you can link them together, nice and smooth, up, straight down, and up. And just make sure that you swap arms so that you're being relatively even with both sides. For the bent over row, if you've got a dumbbell, you could hold it in both arms. Make sure that you're bent over and the elbows are driving up to the ceiling. Or you could do one arm at a time and do a single arm bent over row. Or if you've got 2 objects, you could do a double. Or if you have an empty barbell, you could do that too. You will need to have a separate timer running just to monitor your own rests. Everybody's going to finish at different times. We'll get you guys to shout out done, and the coach will note down your time for you, but you'll need to monitor your rest because everyone's going to finish at different times. So when you finish, Fran, you're going to give yourself a 2-minute rest, and then you're going to tackle double brace. So brace is 30 clean and jerks for time, typically with a bar. So we're going to use a dumbbell or a kettlebell today, and you're going to do double brace. That's 60 clean and jerks or clean and presses for time. What we want to see is in the bottom, the weight touching the floor, whether it's a kettlebell or a dumbbell, to the shoulder, from the shoulder, up overhead. Okay, so 2 separate movements. We're not snatching it. Shoulder to overhead. You can swap whenever you like. It doesn't have to be alternating arms, but it's 60 of them for time. When you've completed that, you'll have a time for that workout, and then you can give yourself a 3-minute rest. Pardon me. And then we're going to go for Annie. Annie is double unders and sit-ups, but we'll talk about your options. You don't have double unders or space for skipping. So it's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. That's the rep scheme. 50 double unders, 50 sit-ups. 40 double unders, 40 sit-ups. 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Done. So if you don't have double unders, then do 2 times the number of single skips. So it would be 100 skips, 50 sit-ups. 80 skips, 40 sit-ups. 60 skips, 30 sit-ups, etc. If you don't have space for skipping, then I recommend, to be honest, and you might feel a bit silly doing it, but you're going to get a little bit more out of it, is invisible rope double unders or skips instead. So we're still getting that same kind of jumping stimulus, but you are not actually having to worry about space above your head. Or you could do penguin taps. The other option, if you have hit and miss double unders, and this is just down to you and judging where you're at the moment. If you do, say, single, single, double, or you can do 2 or 3 doubles before you trip up, then why don't you try today having the number of double unders, so do 25 double unders and 50 sit-ups, and then making a note of that, and then next time you come to do this workout, you know that, well, A, what you did today, and then you can compare how you've improved. So maybe next time you're able to do that whole number of doubles. Maybe it takes you a little bit longer, but we know that you've increased your capacity in the double under. So these are 3 benchmark workouts. Obviously, we're doing them a little bit differently because we're doing them with home workout equipment, so dumbbells or kettlebells or single objects for most people. And you may or may not have space for skipping in the house. If it's a nice day, go outside with your rope if you can get the space to do that. But it's a really good test. These are all designed to be excellent tests of fitness and skill. So let's have some fun. We're going to link those 3 girls together, and then if there's time, the coach is going to come up with a surprise finisher for you guys to do. All right, so any questions, let us know. But otherwise, have fun with the girls.